This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Now, remember, I had a story out of Fort Collins, Colorado. A baby Jesus was stolen from a nativity scene that was in the town square.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we had video. And the baby Jesus was returned with a little apology note. So the Fort Collins police said baby Jesus figuring part of the Fort Collins Old Town Square nativity scene went missing. The police released a photo of the suspect in hopes that it would bring the figurine back home. This Grinch tried to ruin Christmas by stealing baby Jesus from Old Town Square nativity scene. That's what they wrote on the faceplant machine. And then just 2 days later, baby Jesus anonymously dropped off at the fire authority station number 1, along with an apology note. The note said, "I am really sorry. I made a dumb mistake in the moment, and it won't happen again."
It's kind of like a Raising Arizona plot.
Well,
I'm going to need some Huggies and this here porcelain baby Jesus. Okay, that sounds good.
so as we thought, it was a young person, and I'm sure they were just under the influence. It seemed like something funny to do at the time. They probably woke up, felt bad.
They probably took it and returned it with a painted tan version of a darker skinned Jesus.
No, it wasn't its original condition.
Oh.
The post is pretty funny. There's 2 firefighters, and they're just holding the baby Jesus.
Was the joke?
All happy it's returned.
Was the joke that it was returned 3 days later? Did you say that?
It was 2 days later, but
2
3
days.
days later would have been
All right.
amazing.
Come on, man. Know your history, man.
It would have been amazing.
Know your damn history. That's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
That's cool.
I'm glad it was returned.
Nice.
No harm, no
Yes,
foul.
somebody got guilt-ridden bastards had to bring the baby Jesus back.
Totally.
Like, I don't want that thing in the house.
Yeah, they felt really bad.
Don't steal baby Jesus.
So, a little bit of faith in people there, right?
Yeah.
Did something wrong, admitted it.
That's cool.
Although they did return it anonymously, which is fine. A man in Maryland was arrested after he disrupted 2 churches' Christmas Eve services. One wasn't enough, including pouring whiskey into the holy water.
Oh.
Dude, bro, you.
Today we're talking about drunken mistakes.
St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office said 56-year-old Thomas Campbell Bowling Von Getz entered the Holy Angels Catholic Church just after 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve during Mass. So, you know, everyone's dressed up. It's Catholic Christmas Eve Mass for cry-yi. He approached the altar, dropped an onion in the aisle. Yeah. Yeah, disturbing the peace of others attending. So he just had a straight onion with him.
Okay.
Witness followed Van Getz as he exited the church to make sure he was leaving and then saw him assault another person by throwing tangerines. Later that night, during midnight mass at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church, Van Getz allegedly disrupted the service by pouring whiskey into the holy water and threatening to harm parishioners. You can't do that.
Dude.
As church attendees escorted him out of the building, deputies said he attempted to hit several individuals with a whiskey bottle.
Dude, the power of Pappy Van Winkle compels you. The power of Pappy Van Winkle compels you.
They were able to detain Von Getz until deputies arrived, taken to a hospital for medical eval. He was arrested and charged with second-degree assault, disorderly conduct, defacing religious property, religious crime against a group, obstructing a religious exercise, threat of mass violence, and disturbing the peace. But judging by his mugshot, he does not give an F that he's been charged with anything.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty pleased with himself.
Yes, he is. That's the face of a nut job right there. It's like, I'll be back with my tangerines, you bastard.
Dude, I know.
It's like, dude, what are you balling everybody out with a tangerine for?
Yeah.
Well, it's better than bullets, I guess. I'll take a tangerine.
So he had the 5 p.m. mass and then the midnight mass. That's not good. That's 7 hours of drinking whiskey.
Oof.
Yeah, that's why I'm assuming the midnight mass was a little more violent. Bro, get it together.
Yeah, the tangerine is, the drive-by fruiting is odd.
It's a wild card.
Yeah, that's a wild
The
card.
onion and the tangerines.
Yeah.
Well,
Eesh.
yeah. There's a lot happening there.
Yeah, well, if you can tape a banana and sell it for $6 million, I guess. He's trying to get in on the art game, I guess, or something.
I'm not sure.
It's weird because the whiskey seems normal, but the tangerine thing seems insane.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If I had to pick one.
And like the onion, he just
right.
tossed an onion down the aisle. Whatever. Okay.
I'll turn water into whiskey, say amen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have some of that.
I'll take a little nip. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, better.
Aye, man.
Yeah, that mugshot though. It's like if that was my neighbor, I'd keep an eye on that bastard just based on the mugshot. Like,
I know, and I can't believe. Usually they'll coach you and they'll be like, "You don't want to look like that in your mugshot."
Right.
Like you want to look a little sad.
Right.
But nope, he looks like he's having the time of his life.
He'll be back Tuesday with a watermelon. And, you're next.
Yeah.
Weirdness.
Yeah, super weird.
I'm glad we're kicking off. Just warming up for the New Year's shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
Getting ready. Save some for the rest of the nut jobs, buddy.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
All right, here we go. We are heading down to Texas. That is a screaming goat. Aubrey Van Landingham, 17-year-old high school cheerleader from Texas, facing felony charges after poisoning her rival's beloved show goat, Willie. The shocking act of animal cruelty, which involved the use of pesticides, has ignited outrage and demands for justice from the victim's family. Van Landingham, the president of Vista Ridge High School's FFA, that's Future Farmers of America, BT Dubs. Was it? Did I ever tell you? Side note. One time I was at the bowling alley. I think it was in Watertown.
Love bowling alleys.
I think it was in Watertown. And there were some FFA people there, youngins, high schoolers. And I said, hey, I like your jacket. And
They kicked me in the vagina.
the guy goes, it stands for Future Farmers of America, not Future Fags. And I was like, thanks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is
like you little asshole.
Pretty cool. How old was the kid?
Probably like 16.
So this is before you were the way you are now. Were you straight at the time?
No. This was like 4 years ago.
Did you have like a rainbow jacket on, or did you walk in going,
yeah.
I'm super gay?
Oh, yeah. Clearly gay. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I have my rainbow tattoo then? Probably not.
I don't know.
But I'm sure I had rainbow something.
Yeah, so to say, because I could see a kid just saying that randomly to be stupid.
Right. I don't know if they knew. Either way, I was like, that's fine.
First thing the kid says.
I know.
It's not Future Fags of America. It's like, you're the most paranoid 13-year-old
Little asshole.
I've ever seen in my life.
It's fine. It's fine, you prick. Okay.
Then I shoved his head in the little ball return machine.
No, I was like,
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Teenagers.
The teenage brain did.
I know.
Yeah.
So anyway, this bitch was the president of the Vista Ridge High School's Future Farmers of America program, captured on surveillance footage entering the barn where Willie, the show goat, was kept. The footage showed her restraining the 6-month-old goat and forcefully administering poison with a syringe on the 23rd of October.
What the?
Hours later, Willie began convulsing and died in the arms of his 15-year-old owner.
Oh, wow.
I know. Which, as a farm kid, yeah, that's
Future Psychopaths of America. The FPA.
I'm willing to bet it's not the first animal that this young farmer has had die in her arms, but it doesn't make it any less traumatic.
Oh, right.
We were there when he passed away. My daughter was actually holding him, the victim's mom said. She admitted to poisoning him multiple times over several days. We want justice served, not just a slap on the wrist. Kill this bitch. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that. They did the little, it's a necropsy, right? Not an autopsy.
She's doing the devil's work. She got goat killing eyes.
Yeah, she do. Confirmed that Willie died from a pesticide that's commonly used, and she just had like a syringe.
Yeah. Went
in there, opened his mouth, squirted it in.
That is.
You know how you do, like when you have to worm your animal or whatever.
The goats probably think, oh, it's time for some funny tasting peppermint medicine.
Right. Investigators uncovered Van Laningham's disturbing online searches, which included how much bleach kills a goat.
Yeah.
Before she attempted to erase her search history.
Hello, future serial killer of America.
Van Lanningham reportedly targeted Willie out of jealousy. It gets weirder. This bitch is off her rocker, and God help who marries her. Accusing the goat owners of being cheaters in livestock competitions, which is kind of hard to do. Anyway, the victim's mom dismissed this claim, stating you can't even cheat when it comes to showing goats. From what we've deciphered, she was just really jealous. She also noted that the two girls had little interaction, adding they weren't friends, and my daughter is a lot younger. It's all very bizarre. Well, a lot younger, a couple years. She's 2 years younger. And if I don't know if the show goat people are the same as the show pig people.
What'd you call me?
You heard me.
That all I am is a show goat to you. Fine.
You're retired. The allegations have shocked the Vista Ridge High School community, where Van Lanningham was once a promising student and cheerleader. She frequently shared posts on the socials about her achievements, including her leadership role in the FFA, which I found out does not stand for Future Fags of America.
Right. We learned that today.
And her prized goat, Lacey. In 2020, well, not that prized, though, apparently. In 2023, she proudly posted about the FFA team's 6th place win in a statewide contest, writing that she was so excited to lead the program during her senior year. Now, these once celebratory posts stand in stark contrast to heinous allegations, leaving many questioning how someone with such potential could be such a C-word. Van Lanningham was arrested on November 22nd, released on $5,000 bond. She looks like a little psycho. I'm not going to lie.
How old is she?
17.
Wow.
She faces a felony charge of cruelty to livestock, which could lead up to 2 years in prison.
Good.
And a fine of up to $10,000.
Good.
She's been banned from attending the high school.
Yeah, no more animals, and we're going to sew your vag up so you can't have a kid.
I mean, you're searching out. This is a multi-step process to kill somebody else's show animal. So you already know how much work goes into showing that animal. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like an outsider that doesn't understand how much work goes into it and everything else. Like, you know the time and the frustration and everything else that goes into it.
Yep.
So that makes it even worse, in my opinion. The victim's family is adamant that Van Lanningham faced severe consequences. At this point, we don't feel like she thinks she's going to be punished, and she needs to be. She needs to take ownership of what she's done. Yeah, she's...
Well, while she's 17, you might have a chance of a little rehabilitation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think a jail generally does a lot for most people, but not that we try to rehabilitate people. But at 17, I don't know. First-time offender? Who knows?
Anyway.
It's generation. Everybody's a winner. Nobody can come in second. We can't have anybody come in second and third.
Right.
Telling you, man.
So she is going to be in court on the 15th of January.
Yep. And that's how, wasn't Dahmer, don't most of these serial killers start out by poisoning squirrels and have little squirrel skeletons and stuff?
Animals, yeah.
Yeah.
The FFA is like, they expressed sadness over the incident. Christina Hardy, Chief Communications Officer for Leander Independent School District, said that the district believes the security measures in place, including surveillance footage, as well as routine supervision by agriculture science teachers, provided the evidence law enforcement needed to complete the investigation. The attorney for Van Lanningham expressed hope for a fair trial. The victim's family remains resolute in seeking justice.
Well, she'll come up with some excuse about being depressed and, yada, yada, yada. Her parents and high expectations and yada, yada, yada. Sure, they'll come up with some sterling defense.
Wow.
The stress of school is so overwhelming.
I will say,
she's
though.
She's a cheerleader and a goat shower, and, she's dating the football team captain. And just she's so stressed. She's trying to get into college.
Those show animals, that stuff gets pretty damn competitive.
Oh, I'm sure. What was the cheerleader thing in Texas? Remember that? Was it a mom trying to poison another mom, or was she trying to poison a cheerleader? Can't remember how that worked. Or did she try to shoot her? I think the cheerleader thing was even worse because it almost got deadly, I think. Well, even though the goat died.
Yeah, I can't remember that one.
Wow, 17 and just...
And now everything that comes up about
freaking
that
rotten to the core at 17.
I can't... The thought of going into someone else's facility...
Yeah, right.
And going up to their show animal or any animal.
Right, and the follow-through, right.
And poisoning them.
Right. And then acting like everything's normal.
Right.
The next day. What? Oh, it's horrible. Oh. Hey, you want to see my goat? Hey, guys.
And these are also the people that will stop at nothing to win with their animal. They don't care about the animals.
Right.
And that's, I hate that.
It's almost like you're trying to get approval so bad you'll paint a cat's tail, jinxie, and take it home and try to fool the family.
Shut up.
Greg, what? Woozy poozy, boozy what? Man, if I was a parent, I wouldn't even want to sleep in the house with that little bitch.
Right.
Poisoning the frickin' oatmeal.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
dude.
what? Put her in jail.
Well, there better be consequences or she's going to keep doing it.
What would you do if you were a judge?
Community service, for sure. 100%.
Make the parents pay for therapy.
She's got to be on paper. You can put her on paper for at least a year.
I mean, look how, what's her name? Who's the ice skater? Tanya Harding?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, she was, think about her and how just vindictive and mean and what an asshole she was.
Yeah.
Her whole life.
Yeah.
And
she always felt, Tanya Harding always felt second. Like
yes.
She was less than.
Yes. Even though if she would have just worked hard. Because people thought she was going to be like the greatest skater of all time.
Right. Yep.
But it's almost like Nixon and Watergate. Here's a metaphor. But, here, Nixon would have won that election running away. But he's so paranoid that he broke into the Watergate. It's people are weird, man.
That they are.
Genuine sociopath.
Sure seems like it.
Oh, if I was a judge, man, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna just give you a little taste of what's to come. If you don't put the work in, I put him in a cell for 6 months. You got to get him early, man.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I suppose the show community is not very large.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody.
But I mean, the greatest indicator based on, how we class or, historically look at serial killers is how they treat animals.
Right.
You want to hang out with somebody that, kicks their dog when you're over at their house?
Well, and I wouldn't want to be her friend. I tell you that much. But then I don't know. Now you're going down a weird path there too. She is just a kid, and
take a minute if you need it. I'll understand.
Okay.
Get very angry. Hi, how's it going? Hello.
Hey, she did this over multiple days, right? Or
Yeah.
she just one shot?
Yeah.
Multiple days.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's bad.
She needs to be made an example of. She needs some therapy.
Yeah, it's bad.
Why would you do that to a goat? What the hell did a goat ever do?
What's her mugshot look like? She got a
Why is
mugshot?
this country so messed up? Explain to me why everybody's always attacking other people. Why can't people just live happy?
Right, and
This
you're
girl needs to be punched in the frickin' mouth multiple times. I can't stand little snots like that.
and like think about like because you want to place higher than that show goat. That's why you're doing it. Like it's just so wild to me. Like that's your priority.
Right.
You need to win
The goat show. The goat show.
Yeah.
all I need now is the goat show, and I'll be the president of the FFA, and then I can kill all the little goats I want. You little psychopath. F off. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's frustrating. It's frustrating how you get that way at 17. But I don't know. There's a lot of, you start looking at these chat rooms, and there's so much coming at these kids, but still.
Right.
Is it a parenting thing?
I don't think so. I think.
Or are you just born that way?
Because from all appearances, right? I mean, she's a cheerleader. She's the president of the FFA. She's doing all of these amazing things. She's supposedly spending her time doing great stuff.
Well, thank God she wasn't mentoring like a John Benet Ramsey for a beauty pageant.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Oh. Hi. All right.
Is that you or a sound effect?
It was me.
Oh, okay. Didn't sound like you. Like, strange.
2 men in Oregon were found dead after they went missing in a forest while searching for Sasquatch.
Sam Squatch! Damn
It's so dumb. How are you going to end up dead looking for, forgive me, a mythical creature?
Where were they?
In the goddamn forest in Oregon.
See, that's not even, it's right down the road. They could have called Oregon police. They could have called Fitchburg, Verona.
The state.
Oh.
Oregon,
I thought they
not
were
Oregon.
like, stuck in a cornfield in a muddy. Okay.
The two were reported missing around 1 a.m. on Christmas after they didn't return home on the eve of Christmas. As planned. 59-year-old and 37-year-old have been searching for the... It has mythical and squirrel knuckles on this article. Searching for the mythical creature in the woods. After a 3-day search involving a team of over 60 volunteers and rescue workers, drones, police dogs, and air support from the U.S. friggin' Coast Guard.
Let it go, man.
The bodies of the 2 men were found. Officials said their deaths appear to be due to the exposure of the harsh weather conditions in the forest. So they went looking for Bigfoot unprepared in harsh conditions in the forest.
Yeah.
And end up
It's like these
dead.
people that die up on Mount Hood, which isn't that bad of a thing, but then a storm blows in and you've got a wind.
Mount Hood.
You've got a... She pointed to her crotch and said, I have shaved Mount Hood. Wow. Okay, that's a bold statement. See how that works out for you. I have no idea what I was trying to say. I have no... How do you expect me to carry on in these working conditions?
Hey, that rolls right into It's National Bacon Day.
Oh, no, I know what I was going to say. They should have left, these 2 clowns should have left a note that said, we didn't kill the Sam Squatch that killed us.
Oh, yeah.
And then they could have had their hatchet and it said, I hatchet Doug and my buddy hatchet
Brad.
Hereby proclaim we have found Sam Squatch, and he killed us, but we didn't kill him because he's big and hairy and he got away.
Damn.
But he ate the legs of me, or how did the note go? I don't remember. But just staying there freezing to death.
Yeah.
They should have done it. They didn't think it through, man. I watched Jeremiah Johnson yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on. Watched the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Few movies that you just, it's bro code. You got to watch all the way through, and Jeremiah
That's
Johnson.
a long one.
It is a long one. Thank you. And I always pick up new little tidbits, like me memorizing the Hatchet Jim jack thing, which I just screwed up.
Hatchet Jim Jack.
See how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, stupid. Stupid.
Yeah. What a dumb way to die.
Stupid way to die.
Dumb
All
way to
I had to do was have some water and a big bag of Cheetos with you, and everything would have been fine. And a blanket.
Yeah. I'm curious as to what they wandered out into the woods wearing.
There's these little videos on Facebook I always watch. I don't know why I watch them. These guys out in their camping or hiking or whatever, and they build these shelters. Do you ever watch these videos? That
Oh,
pop
yeah,
up?
dude.
I don't know why they're so cool.
They're in your algorithm.
But they, they're in my algorithm.
They done found you.
Yeah, and they dig a hole, and then they throw a tarp, or they'll get some logs, and they'll build these cool little creative shelters.
Yeah.
To get through the night. I'm not saying build them 5 minutes, but I mean, if you've got the tool, the right, a tool or two, you could file that away and maybe dig a hole, crawl in it.
Yeah.
Take yourself a little tarp with you. I don't know. What do you think?
I think those camping videos are cool.
I think they're very cool. I think everybody should watch them. And then you can wait out Sam Squatch.
I think those two guys, unfortunately, are going down in world history as a couple of morons.
Well,
you can't. I mean, whatever. It's just such an extreme disrespect for nature. You can't just wander out into the forest,
right,
in the middle of winter,
right?
You dummies.
I've gotten lost in the woods. Have you ever gotten lost in the woods? I've gotten turned around.
I've gotten turned around.
Sure,
and
it's
it's
easy
a pretty
to do.
scary feeling.
It is. I've done it out in South Dakota. It's like, okay, hang on a minute. This looks familiar.
It's a pretty scary feeling.
Walked around in circles before, but yeah. Usually you can just listen for the sound of the Harley and follow that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get off the trail.
Well, that's like watching like Blair Witch or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's always. And then it's like, what's the best way to figure out your way back if you don't have a compass? I don't know. I don't even know.
I got
Follow
stuck.
the creek?
I was in Alaska. I was back in the mid-'90s. And I was back about 40 miles into this lake, and I was in a rented 4x4. I got stuck in a creek, man. I was about 40 miles.
Oh, my God.
From middle of nowhere. And I'll tell you, that was, you don't have a gun. There's not another human for at least 40 miles
right.
Out of a small town. But I had to rock that thing back and forth. I'm like, oh, hell no. You don't have food.
Right.
You got a can of gas in the back of the truck, but, like, what are you going to camp out there for a couple of nights? I ain't walking 40 miles.
It would take a while.
So, yeah, weird. I mean, you think everything's so modern and don't think about the little things that add up to big emergencies, I guess.
Right.
Well, what was your closest thing to, crap? Anything weird?
No, I mean, I suppose just hiking, and then you kind of go off the trail a little bit to look at something, and then the trail isn't where you thought it was. And just those 5 minutes of
can happen here
panicking.
in Wisconsin. Sure, can happen here in Wisconsin.
But then we found the trail. But there's that brief period of time where you're like, oh. This is how it happened.
And I think most people that are found are not that far off
from the trail.
They're close.
Right.
They just can't
get
lucky enough or put it together. I don't know. Strange.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Be prepared. Flashlight, little beef jerky, maybe a little solar blanket.
That's like, always bring your cell phone with, man. Yeah. All of those stories, there's that whole show where it's like, I should be dead or whatever, or I almost died. And it always starts with, I left without my cell phone. And you're like, if you would have had it with you.
Yeah, I always think of the guy that
been a little easier.
I was thinking of the guy that chopped his arm off. That's a little bit different story. 124 hours.
127 hours, yeah.
Or whatever it was.
All right. It is National Bacon Day. Yeah. The holiday was created in 1997. As a way to take a break from celebrating the traditional winter holidays. And yeah, I guess we needed another day to shove terrible food into our pie holes, for Christ's sake. The consumption of pork dates back thousands of years to 4900 BC.
Really?
Where the Chinese domesticated pigs and preserved pork bellies with salt. This practice is believed to have made its way to the Romans, Greeks through the conquests in the Middle East, and by 1500 BC had largely impacted both production and preservation of pork in the Roman Empire. The word bacon can be traced back to various languages from before the 12th century, most notably from the French word becco. The German word, is it bacon or bacon? It's
kind of like Le Fleur.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Bacon. The old Teutonic word becque.
Oh,
which refers to the rear of the pig.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
So there you go.
So, are you surprised that bacon, I had a roommate, my second radio job, his name was Tony. He would wrap his hot dogs in bacon.
Oh.
And put them in the oven. And he'd do, what do we do in school? What were they called? Winter wings?
Yeah.
You know, with the toothpick?
Yeah.
Sticking bread, you know. He would do that, but he'd wrap his hot dogs in bacon. Literally, like the worst possible combination of two things you could ever put in your mouth. I haven't. That would have been, well, I'll be 40. I mean, not that long ago. I'm sure he's dead. What's the weirdest thing you do with bacon?
I'm not a huge bacon fan.
Yeah. Weird.
Because I find it I like it in salads.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Like a loaded potato or something. No, you don't like them?
I find it overpowers pretty much anything you put it in.
Interesting.
So, I don't mind a slice every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really care for it on burgers. I don't really care for it. I'll do a sprinkle here and there, maybe on a salad occasionally, maybe on a potato occasionally. But I just feel like it overpowers a lot of things.
You know what you do on your girlfriend's birthday? You can write out "I love you" with bacon.
Thank you. I'll take that suggestion and never use it. Sorry. That last part wasn't supposed to be allowed.
Fine.
The popular phrase, bring home the bacon, can be traced to the 12th century in the English town of Dunmow. The church promised to reward a side of bacon to any married man who swore before God and the congregation that he would not quarrel with his wife for a year and a day.
Oh, interesting.
That's crazy.
That's kind of fun.
How did that become like going to work? Got to bring home the bacon.
Yeah. Do you have that there?
No, I don't know how it transformed. I know that's where it started.
Interesting.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I'm surprised nobody's opened up, like we have, like specialty donut shops. Like nobody's opened up with a mustard museum, like a bacon intensive experience somewhere, Unless you just go to Denny's for that. Maybe I'm overthinking. All things bacon.
Candied bacon. Like you can dip your bacon.
Yes.
Chocolate
bacon jellies and, just all bacon.
Like a bacon food cart.
Yes. Anything bacon. Maybe there are.
Maybe there is, yeah.
Maybe there is. Maybe we just don't have it yet.
I don't know.
Bacon franchise food opportunity.
All right, here we go. Really getting into it.
Bacon Jam Van, a food franchise opportunity. Business model where an investor buys the rights to a restaurant's name. Bacon Jam Van. Is that a specific? Oh, dude. Bacon bitch. What? Yeah. Want to bring home the bacon? Bitch. Interested in opening your own bacon? Bitch. Building your own business from the ground up can be hard. Franchising from the ground up, highly effective. If you want to bring home the bacon, request our franchising packet. Get down with the bitches.
I'm down with the bitches.
Is this real?
I am down with the bitches.
Let me click on menu bitch.
Oh, my God.
Breakfast bitch. Oh, my God. Look at these.
Dude.
Everything is loaded with bacon in there, like $14. Look at these croissant sandwiches. Turkey sausage.
Christ, I like the croissant.
Oh, wow. This is real. Let's go to Sweet Bitch. Classic waffles with a bacon dome over top of it.
A bacon dome?
Yes.
Dude.
Let's go to Little Bitch. He's my favorite rapper. Okay, so these are just smaller like egg wraps with bacon. Let's go to Thirsty Bitches, Cafe Bitches. Oh, okay, that's just their drink menu. Everything's just got a bitch theme to it. Merchandise. Oh, here we go. Bad bitch, boss bitch, little bitch, birthday bitch, sexy bitch. But it's got their restaurant logo, so they're just doing a word, random words in front of bacon. Mr. Bitch, bride bitch, drunk bitch. Let's see, locations. How many locations are there? Visit the bitches in Miami Beach. They're out of Miami Beach. Well, this is brilliant.
Nice.
Join the team. Let's see what kind of career I can be at the bacon bitch. Do you have what it takes to be a main bitch?
Oh, my God. Lisa went there when she was in Miami.
Join the bitch squad. Dude, this is amazing. How have I never seen this? Who is this, a friend of yours?
Yeah, she's a listener. She listens every morning.
She went to the bacon bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think the only one's in Miami.
She said it was effing awesome.
Let me go to the bitch experience. Yeah, so they have kind of like Hooter outfits, but it's got bacon bitch on it. The bitches will greet you at your table, take you through the menu, whether you want breakfast or lunch. We have options for all celebrating something. We have you covered as well the whole time you're in any of the bacon bitch locations. You will be having the best bitch time. You might come for the bacon, but you always come back for the bitches. So there's a little bit of a Hooters thing, except it's not wings, it's bacon. Well, that's it. RSVPs. Orlando, Miami Beach, Bayside, West Palm Beach. My God. Oh, that is so cool. Dude.
Well, I think
you ain't the only bitch in town.
I think we need to explore bacon possibilities.
There's no original ideas left anymore. It's all franchise.
Everybody's thought of it.
Love it.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.